White girl, do your dance, do your dance, do your
Yo,
dance.
what's going on? This is Christian Dane. This is Current Climate. How y'all doing today? Got my boys here with me. Juicy, say something. Shad, say something.
Hi.
All right. How y'all fellas doing on this lovely Tuesday?
Doing wonderful.
Shad.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, in a couple of hours. Yeah, man. Big day in sports today.
First off, hold on. This is the debut of Current Climate.
It is the debut.
It's huge.
Very huge. I just wanted to get that out.
Yeah,
of the
we
way.
in Los
Nobody
Angeles
else-
right now.
Yeah, we
We at the Staples Center right now. We're box
We're in Los
seats.
Angeles
We at the
right
Staples Center. Speaking of Los Angeles,
Mhm.
big trade just happened just now.
I like how you did that actually.
I know.
Good segue, good
D'Angelo Russell, gone.
The snitch.
Trade. Oh Jesus. Traded to Brooklyn Nets. How big is that?
That's very big.
I mean, I know it's big for the Brooklyn Nets because I just hope ain't none of them fooling around with their girlfriend.
Is he
They
good?
gonna tell on them.
How good is D'Angelo Russell?
He
Can he have his own team?
could be a good piece. He could score.
That's about all. That's about all I
Yeah,
can think
mean,
of.
yeah,
He
he's
can't
not
do.
He's not a. I don't even think D'Angelo Russell a top 20 point guard in the NBA.
No.
Is he a point guard though?
He's a
He's a
combination.
he's a
Is
snitch.
he like a?
He's.
He told on.
He's saying inappropriate ravens.
He did.
With Brooke Lopez going to the Lakers, is Brooke Lopez gonna get bigger names to come to the Lakers?
He a quality big man.
I don't. Yeah,
He's
I
one of the
don't-
few
I don't
centers.
I don't mind the Brooke Lopez trade. I'm a Laker fan. I don't mind the Brooke Lopez.
But the
trade.
big news is we got off that. When I say we, because I'm a Lakers fan, go Lakers Lake Show. That we got off that Timothy Mozgov. We got off that contract, and that's
thing.
big. That's big.
Free up a lot of cap.
Free
space.
up a lot of cap space. So
Hopefully we get Lonzo Ball
if the Lonzo
without
Ball,
LeVar.
then we get Paul George. The dominoes falling.
Yeah.
Into
PG
the right
13.
place. And I mean, if we get Paul George, we're gonna get somebody else.
Okay.
Magic cooking up
All,
something.
Question.
all I need right now is to draft Lonzo Ball, and then
Is Lonzo that good? Why are you putting so much stock in Lonzo? for?
no. What I'm doing is I'm saying draft Lonzo Ball. We're gonna have to take this. As a Laker fan, we got to take what we can get right now. We're not gonna go to the Western Conference Finals next year. We're not going to the finals next year. But what we can do is make the right moves that will attract free agents.
And you think Lonzo's the right move? You think he's?
I think to bring Lonzo there but it's got to be with Paul George. Paul George got to be able to be here too.
With this draft class, though, you're making it sound like Lonzo's like the best thing going.
Well,
He
Lonzo
is.
probably is the best playmaker. Now
He got box office too.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
People
And-
gonna want to see
for how
Lonzo.
long though? What if he
Big
flops?
I mean, that's with any player. What if any player flops?
Yeah.
But I mean, out of all the whole draft class, though, you would really put your money into Lonzo Ball over everybody else?
Yeah, I mean,
mean-
6'7", he can pass, he can score, he can do it all. I mean,
And
What
then
you got to do now in the NBA?
Yeah,
you got to
that's what you gotta
score
do, yeah.
and defend. That's
he got to
That's
be.
the name
he
of the
got to
game
become
now.
a better defender.
yeah. You got to become
You
because
know,
he got
but I mean,
roasted.
Yeah, I mean,
And then this goes back to Paul George. How good is Paul George?
Paul George
He's
can
good.
score and he can defend. He
Are
can be. He can't be the guy.
That's what I asked you. Can he be
can't-
the star on the team?
No, we can't win with him being the guy. But Paul George and Lonzo Ball, I think, gets us to the playoffs. Personally,
in the West?
we had a good start. The Lakers had a good start to the season last year.
So Paul George,
Luke-
Lonzo
Luke
Ball,
Walton's
and
a
Brooke
good coach.
Lopez,
then
and
you got
Brooke
Julius
Lopez.
Randle,
Julius Randle.
Yep.
Jordan Clarkson's still there. I mean,
I like
See, a
Jordan.
lot of times
you got pieces. Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
You know, see
Brandon
how he
Ingram.
developed.
Okay. And I think he got high upside.
Yeah, he did.
I like
you're
Brandon.
talking about a Kevin Durant type of guy here.
He built-
Long,
he
Yeah.
just shot the ball.
ugly. It's a
A lot of comparisons
it's
right
a
there.
Lot of comparisons.
A lot of comparisons.
Nappy hair.
Yeah,
You
a lot
know,
of
Kevin Durant had that. He just stepped off the ship.
I'm not a big believer in Paul George. I don't know. After the injury,
I'm not a big believer in Paul George as
But
a
why not, though?
superstar.
after the injury,
Why not? Why not?
I mean, I just don't. First off, I think he's scared of LeBron. I mean, that's one.
I think he had
But
one.
other than LeBron.
I think after that one big year when they had in the playoffs, when they had like a healthy Roy Hibbert and a healthy David West.
Yeah.
After that, and then he got injured. It's just to me, I just never saw that
But
spark.
look at the games this year. How they was competitive. Went down to the wire. He was scoring. Of course, he didn't make the shots down the stretch, but Paul George was putting up numbers. 39 points.
I think he's a numbers guy.
37.
I do. I think he can score. I think he can.
But the
defend.
games was the games was close.
But
Close.
I don't think Paul George is a superstar, like the guy on the team. I don't. I think we're gonna need an extra piece. I mean,
Yeah, of course you're gonna need an extra piece with that 4-headed monster, but
yeah, we need some other pieces. We need an alpha male. I don't think Paul George is an alpha male. I think he wants to be an alpha. That's why he was begging for the ball.
What I will say,
at the end of the game.
he do disappear,
Yeah.
In the waning minutes, Paul George turned to Devin George.
I just don't see it.
Shout out to the Lakers.
That wasn't bad.
I don't see it. And then on the other side, they still talking about Paul George going to the Cavs. Also, who might be going to the Cavs? Jimmy Butler.
I don't know if they're going to get both. Now, they could get Paul George. Now, if they get Paul George, if the Cavs get Paul George, then they can go toe-to-toe with Golden State.
If they get Paul George, can they beat Golden State?
I think they can, because he can score and defend.
But if
he can guard Steph, he can guard Clay. He can take turns with LeBron on Kevin Durant. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You need somebody to guard.
To take the pressure off
threes.
Yeah.
Do you rent them? Do you rent them for a year and give up Love?
Well, I mean, if you rent him for a year, because pretty much it's probably gonna wind up being that. Because nobody knows what LeBron gonna do.
He out of there
next season.
He out of there.
So they could give up Kevin Love, get Paul George for a year, but once LeBron leaves, Paul George gonna say, "Hey, LeBron gone, I'm gone too."
What about Paul George and Kyrie Irving? They'll put up points.
But see, that's what Kyrie is to me. Kyrie is a scorer.
That's it
to me.
He's
a scorer. Kyrie really not gonna play a lot of defense.
He's gonna put numbers on the scoreboard for you. That's all I see. A lot of
people involved in the basketball game, but he's gonna score.
I agree.
just don't know how that dynamic will work with Paul George and Kyrie.
I haven't really thought it's hard. About it Kyrie working with anybody is tough.
He's a weapon.
Kyrie winning with anybody is tough. That's what I'm looking at. Like, I think Kyrie could be like an Allen Iverson type of player.
Me too.
He had his own team.
Me too.
But Allen Iverson won.
Allen Iverson won with Larry Brown as his coach with a good defense.
But he went out there.
Cavs have a good defense though.
And some leaves.
No, the Cavs defense been horrible all season.
He went out there with tree limbs, leaves, fleas.
He had
nothing.
I'm not saying that Kyrie is better than Allen Iverson.
Can Kyrie carry a team? He gonna score, like you said. Paul George, a numbers guy. Kyrie, a numbers. Can he carry a team to win?
Whose team?
He can't be on a Tyronn Lue led team.
No.
Now he got to be on a team with a decent coach. Rick Carlisle, Greg Popovich.
I agree.
Something like that. He need to have a good coach. Allen Iverson, it's always, I don't know why, but in the NBA, people overlook coaching. Coaching is a big deal. Larry Brown is part of the reason why Allen Iverson was able to be successful in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, he contributed.
Look what Larry Brown did with the Detroit team in 2004 that whooped our beloved Lakers in 2004. I mean, that's Larry Brown. They didn't have a superstar on that team. They had great players. They had good players, solid players.
I agree.
Well, they do.
Really,
they got guys going to the Hall of Fame.
If Cavs get Jimmy Butler, what does that say for the Cavs?
I don't know. We have to see
what
Jimmy Butler.
And see, they'll have Jimmy Butler. He got 2 years left on his contract.
I love Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. I mean, Jimmy Butler can play, but they need somebody that can make threes and defend.
I think Jimmy Butler's a great defender. He's a great defender.
And he got that dog in him.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna disappear.
No, he's not. I think down the stretch, give Jimmy the ball.
I don't know about putting a lot of stock in Jimmy Butler. What has Jimmy Butler accomplished?
But what if they get Jimmy Butler and then Carmelo?
No, I'm not talking about Carmelo.
Carmelo?
I'm
a Knicks fan. I don't like Carmelo.
Well,
he's a cancer.
The Knicks talking about
I don't think Carmelo is a
Porzingis.
cancer, but
they say they're willing to trade Porzingis. The Knicks.
I don't talk about it.
They came out today and they said they're willing to trade Porzingis.
I saw that. I don't want to talk about it.
As a Lakers fan.
I think
do what you got to do to get Porzingis.
Need to start making Pixar movies.
I think Knicks need to give it up.
They hadn't been relevant in basketball in a long time. Since Latrell Sprewell had to leave his other team for choking his coach.
Oh man,
that's the last time the Knicks.
But that Jimmy Butler's huge, man. Jimmy Butler's huge.
I don't know if Jimmy Butler helps them beat the Warriors. Paul George could. I don't know if Paul George is better than Jimmy Butler.
I don't know.
I mean, I know they had similar numbers last year, but Paul George to me is better than Jimmy Butler.
I don't know.
Jimmy Butler is not. Paul George got the potential to be a top 10 player. in the NBA. Jimmy Butler does not.
I think he does.
I don't
man.
think he can be.
I think he does. I think the upside to Jimmy Butler is huge.
Okay, count the top 5. LeBron James, by far, is the best player in the NBA, in my opinion.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Steph Curry.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
James Harden.
Okay. That's 5.
Kawhi Leonard.
Anthony Davis.
Boogie Cousins. Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay.
Chris Paul.
John Wall.
Still there.
I can't put Chris Paul up there. Chris Paul's getting old.
Chris Paul does
He's
the
lost
same
his step.
type of stuff that LeBron James does. He do the same type of stuff. He can elevate a team, not as well as LeBron, but he can. Chris Paul elevates his basketball team.
If Chris Paul goes to the Spurs, what does that say? You think they'll go? You think they'll win it all if they go to the Spurs? Chris Paul's a free agent.
I don't know what anybody can do with Golden State right now. We'll just have to find out. I don't know. I think Golden State looked to me like one of the best teams all time. So you're talking about putting people together for a year that can beat a team. People forget. I kind of think the Kevin Durant move was a tad bit weak. I mean, going to the best team in the NBA. I mean, they've been the best team for the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
For the second or third best player in the NBA to go to him, I thought it was kind of weak. I can't say I blame him.
Yeah.
I probably would have done it too. Look at it. It worked out for him. I mean, they won a championship. He got his finals MVP. And they look like they genuinely have fun playing together.
Yeah.
So who am I to say that he was wrong for doing that? Do what you got to do, brother. But at the same time, I have also gotten off track because I went off
that face of yours, you drew a blank just now, boy.
On dialogue.
What year are we in right now?
What was I speaking of before I started? Oh, Jimmy Butler being. I got
and
no
Chris
clue
Paul.
how we got all on
and Chris
that.
like
okay.
What can we do? What can they do with Golden State?
Just adding a player to a team. I don't know if they gonna have the camaraderie of Golden State. Golden State was a team that was put together by the Golden State Warriors organization.
I don't think nothing.
Golden State was put together. Those guys got chemistry.
I don't think nothing can be done this offseason is going to prevent Golden State from winning under the ring. No, it's going to take whatever happens this offseason. It's going to have to take another 2 years for that to grow.
I think Golden State going to win the next. At least they at least gonna three-peat. I think that's gonna be 4 out of 5.
Yeah. I know they're gonna win next year. I'm like unless there's like a freak injury, they're gonna win next year. The year after that, it depends on where LeBron goes. LeBron, and you said it yourself, LeBron is one of those players that no matter where
wherever he goes,
he's taking that team.
They got a shot.
Yeah, and it's scary because if LeBron goes to a Western Conference team,
it's gonna be problem.
That's scary.
It's gonna be problem.
Like, actually, if I was LeBron, I would go to the Western Conference because if you could mess around and take those guys out.
Yeah,
you're gonna win the championship.
Ain't
nobody from
nobody in the East can beat him.
I wouldn't do that. I'd rather stay in the East and recruit people from the West to come over here so you can have an easy ride to the playoffs.
But see, the thing is, if you in the West and you come out the West,
but
you de facto gonna.
No, I agree with you. I agree. But then think about it. For you to beat these teams in the West, you're gonna waste way more energy than you're gonna beat the people in the East. In the East, you're sweeping people. He ain't gonna sweep these teams in the West.
Yeah, but at least, because you know this warped thinking that Sports Nation has that finals losses count double and playoff losses count nothing.
Yeah,
his legacy would be fine if he lost in the Western Conference Finals. That's by Sports Nation's logic. Now I think losing is losing.
Yeah,
but Sports Nation is. Yeah. Oh, he lost 5 finals. Okay, he got the 7 in a row.
Yeah,
he's gotten the 8 overall. I think, but if he gets there from the Western Conference, who in the East can beat him?
I think
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If you do come out.
If you do,
you got a chance.
I think
I'm saying
I feel as though it's easier. But I feel it's easier to come out the West and in the East because in the East you're sweeping teams. You could sit out.
I get what you're saying.
It's just easier.
Obviously, it'll be easier.
But he's been doing that.
But you said it yourself. LeBron looks tired. He's wearing himself out, man. Yeah, he ain't got much legs left in him. How much longer can LeBron play like LeBron?
I think LeBron can be the best player in the NBA.
Honestly,
2 more seasons.
I agree because now you got people like Kawhi. If Kawhi didn't get injured this year, they would have given the Spurs a good run.
They should stop with the Kawhi to LeBron comparison.
But I'm just saying though. But if Kawhi's
a great player, but he is not.
No, he's not LeBron. But if he guards LeBron, that's tough. LeBron got about 2 more years left in them. I'm telling you, LeBron. Think about it. LeBron plays preseason, regular season, playoffs, and then finals, and then he plays. That's what you say. I mean, he is tired as shit.
If I was LeBron, I'd retire right now.
I agree.
Retire now.
He's gonna need to start thinking about longevity after a while.
I don't think he's gonna be.
He played too many minutes. He's gonna have to back on.
And that's another thing. He plays too many minutes.
Yeah.
He did not sit much at all in these finals. Because every time he sat down,
Kobe didn't sit much, and look how it.
Well, Kobe the same nigga. Kobe the same nigga who had like a broken leg and still shot a free throw.
But they ran him in the ground too.
They ran.
But that's Kobe. That's Kobe. You know, Kobe. They all said it. Like you tell Kobe sit on the bench, and Kobe might hit you. Yeah. You talk about Latrell choking somebody out. Kobe would kill you. So I mean, I understand the whole Western thing, but man, I think in the long run, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, LeBron needs to start thinking about LeBron.
I honestly don't know what LeBron, and look, you know how my feelings on it. I think that LeBron is at least as great as Michael Jordan was, if not a little bit better.
That's
fine.
I
get a lot of flack for that, but the truth is, I do think he's a better all-around player. Wherever LeBron goes, they got a chance to win the whole thing. But I don't know how you fix this Golden State problem. These boys look invincible.
If he goes to if they
looked invincible before they got Kevin
if they
Durant.
put the right teams on if they put the right team together on the Lakers, and then next year, the year after that, get LeBron, we might be talking about something.
I just can't see LeBron going to Kobe's time.
That'd be crazy.
I can't see him going to Kobe.
Can you imagine?
I don't want him to go. LeBron's one of my favorite players of all time, but Kobe Bryant is my favorite player.
But if LeBron's in the Lakers at the Lake Show, LeBron would sell out every game.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be ridiculous. It'd be on every time they play it, it's shown on TV.
Yeah. I mean, you know, at a certain point, everybody want to wear that purple and gold. It looks nice on it. Come on.
No.
I would rather. I would like to see LeBron finish his career in Cleveland, but LeBron got to do what LeBron got to do,
as we know.
And you know, LeBron is unpredictable. We got no clue what LeBron's gonna do when it's time for him to, you know, his contract is up.
They just fired the GM. I think that was a little bit of LeBron in that.
I think so. LeBron said that he liked him, but to be honest with you,
I don't trust LeBron.
I kind of agree with Christian. You talking about the face of the NBA, the most powerful man probably in sports. I cannot see them making a decision like that without his consent.
I remember
they got a little
the year LeBron left
the problems.
Yeah,
they got problems.
The year LeBron
I think he out of there,
LeBron left Miami. I remember that offseason for the draft. He said he wanted a point guard, Napier or something like that. I forgot.
Shabazz Napier.
Yeah, he said he wanted him. LeBron said he wanted that point guard. What did LeBron do that offseason? Go to the Cavs. Yeah. I don't trust LeBron.
That's true.
LeBron, I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
I don't think it's about trusting him. I think LeBron
he do the best thing for
he do the best thing.
He does the best
thing
that he can do.
Nothing wrong
for
with that.
himself and for his family. And I don't blame him.
Nothing wrong with that.
People just think that you're supposed to do everything that they want you to do.
Nah.
So if they want you to stay in Cleveland, you better stay in Cleveland. And they gonna go off on you. No, that man got to do what he got to do.
At the end of the day,
somebody offer me a better job, I'm gone.
They treat these basketball players like they're objects. It's about time that the basketball players turn that shit around on them.
And they lose their mind. They lose their damn mind if they don't do.
They do.
I mean, for real. They start burning that man jersey.
Burning his jersey, calling him racial slurs, all kind of nonsense, man. It was ridiculous.
There's gonna be a lot of pressure on the Cavs this offseason.
If I was LeBron, I wouldn't have went back to Cleveland in the first place after they burned my jersey and the man talked to me like a slave. I wouldn't. I never would have went back.
It's a lot.
I'd have mooned everybody in Cleveland. Mooned them. Pulled my pants down.
A lot of big things don't happen this offseason, and it's all to be, what can I do to beat Golden State? Everything this offseason is, what can we do?
The same way when LeBron first went to Miami, I remember it was reports saying that LeBron was saying, I want a team right now that can beat the Lakers.
Yeah.
And that, that's kind of the same thing that's going on right now.
I got a question.
Spit it out.
Hush. With everything that's going on in Cleveland, do you think it's anything that anybody could do in the rest of the Eastern Conference to compete with them? Make some moves while this going on?
So I think
actually beat them, to put themselves in position to
not this year.
I mean, maybe if Gordon Hayward goes to Boston and the kid that they're about to get ready to draft turns out the way they think,
he's not
going to turn
out.
He
won 9 ball games in college.
It don't matter.
I personally think that everybody in the Eastern Conference are thinking about going to an Eastern Conference team. Do what you got to do for you. Don't go to a team thinking that you're going to be able to compete with Cleveland. Because as long as LeBron at the top of his game, nobody else can come out of the East. You can't put enough together to beat LeBron
this year. Not
while LeBron is in peak form still.
No. I read a report where Boston was thinking about getting Gordon Hayward and Jimmy Butler. Do you think that
Jimmy Butler's huge? I'm talking.
It's gonna be a problem if they get both of them.
That's what I'm saying. They can get both.
They get both of them. It's gonna be a problem.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, that's current climate.
Hey, this conversation went way too long.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But yo, if y'all like it, man, tell us what y'all think in the comments below. Tell us if you like it. If not, if you agree, if you don't agree, tell me what y'all think about Golden State, the Cavs, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, PG-13, all that good stuff. Again, my name's Christian Dane. What's your name?
Bye.
That's Shad.
My name is Shad.
And that's Juicy.
I don't know why you do that.
Why do I do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not a rap video.
Peace.